Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant good Tuesday late afternoon to you here on yourliveevent.com. Welcome to Hillsboro, North Dakota, the Olson Softball Complex, as it is the home opener for the Boroughs of Hillsboro Central Valley, taking on the Jaguars of Northern Cass. Both teams dropping their first game of the season, looking to pick up that first win of this 2021 season after, 22 months since their last game in North Dakota Class B softball. Back again, the Boroughs and the Jaguars. So glad you could join us here, yourliveevent.com, our IRE Insurance pregame show here from the Olson Softball Complex. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll preview our matchup here between Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley when we return. yourliveevent.com.
New Toro mowers are available at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada. They have in stock and ready to cut grass this spring Toro mowers. 13-foot, also 22-inch push mowers to the 60-inch Titan MyRide. Spring Toro mower specials now at Norman County Implement. Toro lawnmowers on sale and ready to cut grass. Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada. Your Toro dealer thanks you for your business. Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
The Vets Club in Hillsboro is your place to go after a long, hard day's work or after the game to meet up with your friends. You're welcome anytime at the Hillsboro Vets Club. They're the place where family, friends, and neighbors meet. Check out their daily specials from 4 to 6 p.m. or their Saturday night appetizer menu from 4:30 to 7. And you can stay and play all night long. The Hillsboro Vets Club is proud to support Hillsboro Central Valley Borough activities. VFW Post 4172 and the Lynn Smearing American Legion Post 4 welcome you to the Hillsboro Vets Club. Freddie Steve was with you here from the nice and warm press box here at the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. A little cloudy, maybe a light sprinkle. We're not going to dare say the R word here. We're looking at the radar right now. We're playing, and we hope to be able to at least get the varsity in here this afternoon, as both teams looking for their first victory of the season. Let's talk about the two teams. We'll start with the Boroughs of Hillsboro Central Valley, 0-1 on the season. Tuesday afternoon, traveled down to Hankinson, a 14-11 loss to the Pirates. Boroughs looking to regroup, looking to pick up that first victory of the year. We'll talk with their head coach, Corey Erickson, his pregame coach's comments. YourLiveEvent.com, pregame coaches comments, Coach Corey Erickson for Hillsboro Central Valley. And Corey, it's been, 22 months? Hey, it's just nice to say HCV softball coming up.
Yeah, it's I find it kind of ironic that it's 70 in a drought for however long this spring, and all of a sudden the games start and it turns 40 and rainy, but that's kind of how spring just goes here in North Dakota. But yeah, I mean, it's easy to complain about the weather, but at least we're playing, and I'd rather be outside right now than have a foot of snow on the ground.
Hey, did you expect anything different to start out the season?
No, considering, when we played last summer, our first game was about 50 degrees and cold and rainy again. It's just seems like the start of our season can't be anything but cold and dreary.
Yeah, absolutely. Home opener, already had one game on Tuesday. A tough loss there against Hankinson, 14-11. Would maybe an adjustment or anything, or hey, it's still early in the season?
Well, similar weather as we had on that game. It just got a little bit cold and really, really wet there late in that game. And you talked to the girls at practice yesterday that we just need to be tougher than the conditions. So we'll see if we can get a game in here. I'm hoping that the weather holds out. But otherwise, we just need to be tough today, and we'll see how things go. And weather's not looking great for next week, unfortunately. So if we can get a game in today, we might have a next week off. So I'd rather play 2 games this week rather than 1 game and have 2 full weeks off.
Yeah, for sure. We're not going to say the R word or anything like that. Not try to jinx it. Talk about your opponents here in Northern Cass.
Northern Cass got a lot of great athletes. You see what they've done in volleyball and basketball this past couple seasons and past couple years. They got some good players. Cassie Paycheck one of their players is going on to BSC to play. Morgan Nelson, she's going to Valley City to play volleyball. So they got some great athletes on that team. I know that they got some new pitchers pitching for them. So excited to see what they bring today, and hopefully that we can just put together some good at bats, play some defense behind Noella today, and just see where things go.
You just mentioned that there, but starter in the circle, give us the scouting report.
For Noella,
yeah.
She just she throws hard. She was cruising through the first 4 innings on Tuesday. Just got into a little bit of trouble. Started to get had trouble finding the grip on the ball there late in that game. She knows though the weather is the weather, and we can't do anything about that. So it's just make some adjustments hopefully for today. Get her throwing some strikes, and then if she gets in trouble, we got Megan Ensign, who I think got an inning in on Tuesday. Just need her to take that next step as a young pitcher.
All right, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Head coach Corey Erickson for Hillsboro Central Valley joining us on our Irie Insurance pregame show. The best service, the best coverage, the best value, online at irieins.com. Take a break, come back. We'll talk with the coach for the Jaguars, Coach Luke Bush, his pregame coach's comments when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Many, many happy people that are mowing grass with their new Cub Cadet lawnmower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Yes, everyone is so happy as the lawns are pristine looking, beautiful grass, precision-like cutting with the Wright Cub Cadet mower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Talk to Darren or Mike. They also have some used mowers on hand. They have tillers and all of the lawn and garden machines at Wright Cub Cadet Hillsboro. Stop by and see them today.
The Erickson Agency is your professional independent insurance agency in Hillsboro. We take the time to listen to you, analyze your needs, and match you up with the best plans offered by a number of leading insurance companies. Whether you need auto, homeowners, life, health, long-term care, business, or farm insurance, stop in and visit with Lee Erickson at the Erickson Agency, 502 West Caledonia Avenue, 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency of Hillsboro, your insurance headquarters.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vanderhoef, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vanderhoef, a passion that grows.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. We'll keep it going on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Northern Cass 0-1, an 8-1 loss earlier this week against Central Cass. Their coach is Luke Bush. His pregame coach's comments.
Coach, hey, it's cold. It's, might be a little wet. We're not going to say the R word, but hey, what else would you expect to start out the spring softball season?
Yeah, it's been a real blessing for us to be able to start out outside. We haven't had to go very much inside a couple days this year, so it'll be nice to keep going.
Yeah, how just great has that been, the fact that, luckily the weather for the most part has cooperated, been able to get out right away, not be stuck in the gym for weeks on end like usually it is.
Yeah, it's tough to play an outside sport in a gym. We've been very happy. It's the first time that I can think of that we've ever been able to start day one on the field. We're actually able to play our first couple scheduled games. So, there's not much more you can ask for.
One game in already, dropped it to rival Central Cass earlier this week. What do you maybe want to say out of them here today?
Out of our team today, we didn't get our bats going right away, which is kind of tough for us. We had good defense, good pitching. Castleton, when they start hitting, there's not much you can do. And we were right with them until the sixth, and then they just started hitting gaps and putting some balls where we couldn't catch. And there's not much that we can do past that. That's just tipping our caps to Castleton. So for us, it's just going to be a lot of making sure that we're making solid contact, making solid plays, knowing what we're doing. Hillsboro likes to do a lot of the small ball moving, like try to catch you not paying attention, and we talked a lot about that yesterday. So just making sure that we're focused up and ready to go.
Yeah, talk about that Hillsboro Central Valley, always year in, year out, a quality team in the East Region, a contender for state.
Yeah, they're solid. Corey's done a good job with them consistently. You know what's going to happen with them, like we said. And there's a reason why. They're usually in the top 10 pretty consistently.
Yeah, talk about pitcher in the circle and kind of what you're hoping to see out of her tonight.
We got Emily throwing again for us today. She started off against Castleton. Same thing we've been talking about all season is just throwing strikes. We believe in our defense. Our defense is strong enough that we make them put the ball in play, and then we make our plays after that. So that's just going to be an important part to keep going for that, and we just keep, like I said, pounding that strike zone.
Luke, thanks for the time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Luke Bush, head coach for Northern Cass, joining us here, yourliveevent.com, Irie Insurance pregame show. Take a break. Come back with more when we return, yourliveevent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia, that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. Back here, yourliveevent.com will get you our keys to the game here, keys to victory for both teams. And really for both teams, it's the same key as you got to be battle with the elements here this afternoon. Just par for the course in North Dakota spring sports. Yeah, it's a little wet, it's a little cold, it's a little bit windy, but hey, you get a chance to play here. And 12 months ago, you would have taken whatever the weather conditions were to get a chance to put on either that Burrow jersey or that Jaguar jersey and get out onto the field and get the chance to play. So just got to battle through these elements here today and try not to let that affect you. And simple as that could be the key for one of these teams. If one of the teams is maybe not ready, maybe lets the weather get to them, well, then there you go. That'll be your that just might decide the game early on here this afternoon. Again, varsity coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Hope to get the JV following this as well. We'll have that for you, yourliveevent.com. As you can see, the umpire coaches meeting going on at home plate as we speak. So we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with our starting lineups and first pitch when we return. Yourliveevent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
As you can see, Hillsboro Central Valley has taken the field, getting their warm-ups underway for the top of the first inning. So we'll get you our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Discover career opportunities online, crystalsugar.com. Give you the batting in order for Northern Cass and the defensive alignment for HCV. For Northern Cass, top three of the order, Abby Richmond, Shelby Bring, and Cassie Paycheck. 4, 5, 6 is Morgan Nelson, Emily Anderson, and Annika Breyer. Bottom half is Elise Sand, Addie Rust, and Gracie Weibel, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Jaguars. Defensively for Hillsboro Central Valley, their battery goes Noella Kritzberger in the circle. Behind home plate is Ellie Weiss. Jillian Hurt at first. Tatiana Egan is at second. Gracie Gardner short. And Darcy Hattelstad is at third base. Outfield, right to left, goes Rachel Barnett, Morgan Chandler, and Sydney Hennings. Starting lineups for both teams here on the American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup. Again, online at crystalsugar.com. So Richmond will step into the box here for our first plate appearance. Kritzberger in the circle for the Burros. First pitch underway, and it's fouled back out of play behind the netting for strike number 1. As first pitch, 3:59. No balls and a strike to the Northern Cass second baseman. Second pitch is outside for ball number 1. Evens it up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch on its way. That one is a called strike. They get a ball and 2 strikes as Kritzberger looking for the first out of the game. Kritzberger got the start last on Tuesday. As a foul tip, Richmond able to stay alive. It'll stay a ball and 2 strikes. And glad you could join us here at the Olson Softball Complex as the umpire will jog out, take a look at the softball, make sure no clump of mud there on that, as now he'll get another softball. The ball and 2 strikes to Abby Richmond bring on deck for the Jaguars. Here's we play in the top of the first. Set the delivery, the 1-2, got her swinging, excuse me. It's a strikeout nonetheless. And out number 1.
Up next, number 11, Shelby Bring.
And so the center fielder, Shelby Bring, will step up with 1 out here in the top of the first. First pitch is up high for ball 1. Paycheck on deck for the Jaguars. Outside, make it 2-0. Again, a little bit showers, but playing through. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed for strike number 1, 2-1. With the weather, just going with the single cam when it's a little bit nicer. We hope to give you the pitching cam as well, but due to the wet weather, just to have the single camera here in the press box. That pitch is fly towards right center field, and going back is Chandler. It'll go all the way to the wall. Bring with a double. Taking the turn. She's looking to go for 3 and no throw. Shelby Bring with a triple. It's herself in scoring position with just 1 out.
Up next, number 5, Cassie Patrick.
So Cassie Paycheck will step up to the plate. 1 out. And a runner at third. Paycheck, the catcher for Northern Cass. Familiar with the players and Coach Corey Erickson, part of the Cass Trailblazer summer softball team. He's committed to play at Bismarck State College as inside for a ball. So 1-0. Morgan Nelson on deck for Northern Cass. 1-0 pitch, grounder to third. That one will get by Hattelstead. It's an RBI single for Cassie Paycheck. As that one gets away from the infield, Paycheck now going to try to go for 2. Arnett unable to handle it, and an error on the play will get Paycheck into scoring position at second base. So Paycheck delivers with the RBI single.
Up to bat, number 3, Morgan Nelson.
As Morgan Nelson will step in for Northern Cass. So our first run of the game here on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, as that one is behind Nelson, and Paycheck will go to third. So still only 1 out, as now Paycheck is at third. Another golden opportunity for Nelson to drive in the game's second run. As we bat here, top of the first. Is that one hitter? So Morgan Nelson, the hit by pitch. Will put runners at the corners.
Up next, number 4, Emily Anderson.
As Emily Anderson, the pitcher, will step in. See maybe some of the weather affecting Kritzberger so far here. Gave up back-to-back hits and now a hit by a pitch. Infield will come in. as time called. Annika Breyer is on deck for Northern Cass. Pittsburgh just trying to adjust the dirt around the circle, get better footing. As runners going, that one sails past Vice, the catcher, and Nelson will advance to second. So now runners at second and third with one away. Haycheck at third, Nelson at second. Kritzberger, the 1-0 delivery. At the corner for strike number one. Evens it up at 1-1. Great opportunity for the Jaguars here. Get a crooked inning to start out with. And also YourLiveEvent.com. Finley Sharon Whole Page is hosting Cheyenne New Rockford, as that one is fouled out of play back just above us. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Would be a big strikeout here for Kritzberger if she get this third strike. Keep the runners at bay. Kritzberger gets the sign, looks at her armband. Sets. And the 1-2 pitch. That one inside gets by Vice, but luckily for the Bros there, a very short backstop here at the Olson Softball Complex. Runners nowhere to go. It's only ball number 2. Two pitch is up high, and the count is full. Anderson thought about it, able to check her swing before. And the count is full. 3-2 on its way, and that one is low for ball 4. So Anderson draws the walk.
At the plate, number 8, Annika Breyer.
As Annika Breyer will step in with the bases loaded, 1 away. 4 straight Northern Cass Jaguars have reached base. They're currently full. An infield checked in for the Burros. First pitch to Breyer is outside for ball number 1. Lee Sand on deck for Northern Cass. That one is a grounder. Egan at second. Balled it a little bit. Only plays to first. That one gets by Hurt. And 2 runs will come in to score on the air. So Paycheck and Nelson will advance. Anderson to third. Breyer at first thanks to the E4.
Up next, number 7, Elise Sand.
Second error of the inning. The third run of the inning. (3-0) Northern Cass as Coach Corey Erickson will step out for a second, and just looks like giving Kritzberger a hand warmer there. It is a little bit chilly out there. Just over 40 degrees. So it's a 3-0 Northern Cass lead. Runners at the corners. Anderson at third. Breyer at second as Sand will step in and takes a called strike 1. Lee Sand, the first baseman for Northern Cass, 7th batter here in this first inning. That one gets by Vice, and looking to come in to score. Anderson will slide in safely for the 4th run of the inning. Breyer will go to second. So make it 4-0. A ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch inside for ball 2. Addie Rust, the left fielder, is on deck for the Jaguars. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. So I'll even it up at 2-2. HCV just trying to survive the inning, not give up anything more, and that'll help. Strike number 3. Connor swinging for the strikeout. The Sand down on strikes. It's out number 2. As Addie Rust will check in, will step up to the plate. 2 outs. Breyer on second. Rust, the 8th Jaguar to bat this inning. First pitch up high, out of the glove of Weiss, and Breyer will take third. So 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Should Rust reach, Grace Weibel will step in. She is on deck. 2-0, a called strike on the corner. Make it 2-1. Hurt, Hattlestead in the corners, playing infielders. Playing in a little bit. It's outside for ball number 3. So 3-1. Runner on third, that's Breyer. Three-one delivery. Swung on and missed. Makes the count full at 3-2. Full count. I believe the third one we've had this inning. 3-2 on its way. As that one is lined towards center field. That one will fall in front of Chandler. It's an RBI single. Looking to go for 2, and she'll get the double. So Russ, the RBI double. Heads up base running, just kept the head down. Got the Bros maybe off a little bit. It's a RBI double.
Up to bat, number 19, Grace Weibel.
Grace Weibel will check in will step up for Northern Cass. Make it now 5-0 in favor of Jaguars as the first pitch is fouled out of play for strike number 1. So all 9 have stepped to the plate for Northern Cass. Richmond back on deck for the Jaguars. So 5 runs this inning. That one is out of the reach of Weiss, and Rust will take third. So now only 60 feet from home. Ball and a strike. 1-1 on its way. A called strike. Make it 1-2. Ritzberger looking out of this inning without any further damage and gets the strikeout, so strikes out the side. But the damage done as Northern Cass, 5 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 Burrow errors, and they left 1 on base. Half an inning complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Northern Cass 5, HCV 0, yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
So we've played half an inning here on yourliveevent.com as Northern Cats with a 5-0 lead, 5 runs in that first inning. HCV to step up to the plate. Their batting order, 1 through 3, Gracie Gardner, Jillian Hurt, Noella Kritzberger. The middle is Ellie Weiss, Tatiana Egan, and Carsey Hattelstad. Bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, is Morgan Chandler, Sydney Hennings, and Rachel Barnett. For Northern Cass, battery is Emily Anderson in the circle. Cassie Paycheck behind home plate. Elise Sand at first, Abby Richmond at second, Morgan Nelson the shortstop, and Allie Slinger at third base. Outfield in right is Grace Weibel, Shelby Bring in center, and Addie Rust is in left. It's the batting order for HCV and the defensive positioning for Northern Cass, as the Burros will look to answer. Gave up 5 runs in that top half of the first. Only 2 of them were earned. A couple of costly errors by the Burros helped extend that inning. So of that, only 2 of the 5 were earned for HCV. So Gracie Gardner will step up to the plate to lead it off. The shortstop for HCV here this afternoon. Junior for the Burros. As Anderson, the first pitch on its way. And a called strike. Got the corner for strike number 1. Hurt on deck for the Burros. Anderson the delivery, and that one is fouled over the dugout of Northern Cass. And quickly, Gardner in a hole at 0-2. If you're the Burros, hey, just try to see if you can get a couple of base runners. Pitch is low. Make it a ball and 2 strikes. Can't get 5 runs in one swing, but hey, you can chip away at it here. It's early. Just in the first. As Gardner looking for called strike 3, Gardner strikes out, and it's 1 away.
Up next, number 12, Jillian Hurt.
As Jillian Hurt will step in. So 1 away. You're in the bottom of the first. That one is up high for ball 1. So a ball and no strikes to the Burro first baseman, Noella Kritzberger, the pitcher, on deck for the Burros. 1-0 delivery. That one is lined towards left field. Rust unable to make the play off of her glove. Rolls away from her as Hurt digging in for second. She'll get there. Throw gets out by the infield. Hurt will take third, and she'll stop there. It's a double, then a throwing error. And the Burros with a runner in scoring position.
Up to bat, number 5, Noella Kritzberger.
So Hurt just lined that one towards Rust. She reached out for it, nicked off the glove, then rolled away from her toward the foul line. So a double, then throwing errors. That one got through the infield. But a runner at third for HCV, as Noella Kritzberger will step in. Takes the first one for a ball. Kritzberger on Tuesday afternoon was 2 for 4 with a triple, knocked in a couple runners. 1-0 from Anderson is inside. And 2-0. Hitters count here for Noella Kritzberger. 2-0 delivery. That one is high, and quickly it's 3 balls and no strikes. Ellie Weiss on deck for HCV. As that one's high, it's ball 4. It's a walk. And Kritzberger will go to first. Runners at the corners for the Burros.
Number 7, Ellie Weiss.
So golden opportunity for the Burros to get back in it here. Anderson gets the sign, looks at the wristband, sets and delivers. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Maybe Anderson now feeling effects of some of the weather, the conditions. And so far, tough time trying to find the strike zone the last couple batters. She gets that one a called strike, evens it up at 1-1. To Weiss is up high. Runner going. They'll just throw it to Hurt at third. As that one gets by Slinger, and Hurt come into the plate, and she's out. So Paycheck, the smart play there as Kritzberger was going to second trying to steal. Instead, a snap throw towards third. That one got out of the reach of the third baseman, Allie Slinger, but not far enough for the Burros as Hurt was going right away, and good throw back to Paycheck for out number 2. That one is lined high towards center over the head of Bringus, so that one will bring in a run. It'll be an RBI double for Ellie Weiss. So Kritzberger went to third on that sequence, and she'll jog in for the first run of the game for HCV. So the Burros will trail 5-1.
Up to bat, number 17, Tatiana Egan.
So Tatiana Egan at second will check in. So the first run of the game for the Burros. We'll get a special pinch runner as see who the courtesy runner is. It's 14. I saw a 4. Or it might be Peyton Quam. So courtesy runner at second. As Egan will take a called strike. 0-1. So 0-1 to Tatiana Egan. Hattlestead on deck. That one skipped towards Paycheck. Anderson now 1-1 count. Oh, 1 delivery as fouled. They get a ball and 2 strikes. So Anderson 1 pitch from getting out of the inning. 1-2 on its way. That one's high. Egan and evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Egan had 4 hits Tuesday against Hankinson. As looking for another one, grounder. Nelson had short throw on to first in time to Sand, and that will retire the side here in the bottom half of the first inning. Hillsboro gets on the scoreboard, run on 2 hits. There was 1 error. They left 1 on base. 1 complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Northern Cass 5, Hillsboro Central Valley 1. YourLiveEvent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Yep. Back to the top of the order as all 9 batted for Northern Cass. So back at the plate to lead it off once again is Abby Richmond for the Jaguars, as Noella Kritzberger back in for a second inning of work. And the first one is outside for ball 1. Richmond struck out her first time up. 1-0 pitch inside. Had to back away from it, and it's 2-0. Northern Cass 5 runs in that first inning. 3 of them were earned. Had 3 hits. As got a piece of it, did Richmond. Fouled back to the backstop, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And so glad you could join us here, yourliveevent.com. A chilly, breezy, damp Olson softball complex. As that one is lined towards left field, as that one will go all the way to the wall. Richmond thinking 2, taking a big turn around second. She's going to try to go for 3. She'll make it in with a stand-up triple. Abby Richmond with her first hit of the game. And it's a 3-bagger. So Shelby Bring now an opportunity for an RBI. With Richmond at third. No outs. Top of the second. Kritzberger sets. And the first pitch, Bring fouls it back out of play, 0-1. Bring with a triple in the first inning, came around to score on Paycheck's RBI double. Oh, 1 pitch, outside for ball 1. Morgan Nelson on deck. As foul, tipped. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Bring. Burrow infield playing in. Kritzberger looks at the wristband, gets the sign. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got her looking on the outside corner. It's Kritzberger's 4th strikeout. And more importantly, it's out number 1.
Up to bat, number 5, Cassie Paycheck.
As Cassie Paycheck will step in, had the RBI. Her first time up. First pitch inside for ball 1. Morgan Nelson on deck for the Jaguars. Kritzberger, the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. In top of the second, Northern Cass got 5 in the first. Arrows answered back with 1. Northern Cass looking to extend that lead once again. outside, make it 2-0. Excuse me, 2-1. To the Northern Cass catcher. Outside, off the glove of Vice, the runner coming in, and Richmond will make it 6-1. So a wild pitch scores Abby Richmond, and it's a 6-1 lead for the Jaguars. Three and one now to Paycheck. Base is empty. And ball four. Second walk issued
Up to bat, number 3, Morgan Nelson.
by Kritzberger. As Morgan Nelson will step in. So one out, runner at first. Called strike on the outside corner for strike one. Nelson was hit by a pitch in the first, eventually came around to score. Kritzberger sets the 0-1 delivery. Fake the bunt as that one is up high off the glove of Vice, and Paycheck will go to second. Emily Anderson on deck for Northern Cass. 1-1. Kritzberger to the delivery. That one is lined towards left center field. That one will split the defenders. Coming in is Paycheck to score, and Morgan Nelson has an RBI double. Second hit of the inning. Second run of the inning, and it's now 7-1. Northern Cass with a 6-run lead as Emily Anderson will step in for the Jaguars. 7-1, that one is skipped in towards Vice for ball number 1. Anderson walked her first time up, eventually came around to score as well. Breyer on deck for Northern Cass. 1-0 from Kritzberger. In the dirt, that one gets through by Vice, and Nelson now to third. So Nelson now 60 feet from home, as Anderson an opportunity to get her first RBI. Two-0 delivery. Called strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Kritzberger, 7 runs given up. 4 of them have now been earned. 3 of them unearned. 2-0 is inside. 2-1, is inside to make it 3-1. Anderson looking to get on base for the second time here this afternoon. Three-one delivery. Up high for ball 4. So Anderson, her second walk this afternoon, puts runners at the corners.
Up to bat, number 8, Annika Breyer.
As Annika Breyer will step in for Northern Cass with 1 out and runners at the corners. Kritzberger sets and the first pitch runner going as that one in the dirt. And so Anderson will advance to second. So runners at second and third for Northern Cass. Breyer, the designated player, bats does not field. 1-0 on its way. That one is up high into the netting, and coming in to score is Nelson. As Anderson will advance to third. It's the third run of the inning, and it's now an 8-1 Northern Cass lead. Breyer 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Reached on an error. Eventually came around to score the fifth run of the first inning. It's now 8-1 as that one. It's a called strike, but off the glove of Weiss, and Anderson will come in to score. So now that'll make it 9-1. Call the ball, or it's now 2-1. As a grounder towards first, right to Hurt. She'll step on the bag for the out. So one unassisted for out number 2.
Up next, number 7, Elise Sand.
As Elise Sand will step in. As 9-1 Northern Cass. That one out of the reach of Weiss for ball number 1. Base is empty. 4 runs this inning, all of them earned. As all swinging for a strike. Make it 1-1. One delivery. As did that hit her? Yes, it did. So hit by a pitch. Second batter that Kritzberger has hit. And now runner at first with 2 away.
Number 15, Addie Rust.
As the left fielder, Addie Rust, will step in. 8th batter to bat for Northern Cass this inning. First pitch to Rust is low for a ball. Rust 1 for 1 at an RBI double in the first. 1-0 delivery, swung on and missed for strike number 1. Evens it up at 1-1. One on its way. Inside. Also a little low. Make it 2-1. Should Rust reach, Weibel will step in. The right fielder. The number 9 batter. Two one from Kritzberger. Line just out of the reach of Egan, as that one will get to Barnett. It's a single. Rust with her second hit of the afternoon. Put runners at first and 6 for Weibel.
Up to bat, number 19, Grace Weibel.
She's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Struck out to end the first. Second straight inning, all 9 have came to the plate for Northern Cass. They got 5 in the first. Now 4 in the second, and they're not done yet. First pitch outside for ball 1.
Everything going good? Awesome.
1-0. Should Weibel reach back to the top of the order with Richmond. Inside for ball 2. First and second, Sand at second, Rust at first. For Northern Cass. Kurtzberger sets. 2-0, swung on and missed, make it 2-1. Two outs, top of the second, a 9-1 Northern Cass lead. 2-1 grounder. Is that one through the infield? Gets past Gardner as they're going to send Sand. There'll be no play. It's an RBI single for Weibel as Elise Sand will come around to score. Rust will go to second. And it's now 10-1. So back to the top of the order, and Abby Richmond to step in for the Jaguars. Tenth batter to bat for Northern Cass this inning. That one is in the dirt, gets by Weiss, and both runners will advance one base. So Rust to third. Weibel the second. Richmond, the second baseman, 1 for 2 this afternoon. Struck out in the first, doubled earlier this inning to lead it off. Eventually came around to score. 1-0, that one in the dirt. Bounces right back to Weiss, and runners will stay put. Top of the second, 2 away. Springer sets and delivers. Swung on and missed, but that one through Weiss, but runners will stay put. Let's make it 2-1. See Breeze starting to pick up a little bit. Two-one delivery. Grounder, that one through the infield. Rust will score. They're going to wave Weibel in as well. Play at the plate, and she is out. But it's an RBI single as Richmond will bring in Rust. Weibel thrown out at the plate. But count one of the runs. It's a 6-run inning for Northern Cass. 6 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 1 on base. Through 1.5 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. It's Northern Cass 11, HCV 1, yourliveevent.com.
Bloomfield Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tex utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
6 runs came across in the top half of the second as it's a 10-run lead for Northern Cass 11-1 as we move to the bottom half of inning number 2. As Carsey Adelstad will step in, the 8th grader for HCV. Had a couple hits on Tuesday against Tankinson. Adelstead, Chandler, Hennings due up as the first one, a grounder, gets through the infield. Away from Nelson, and it's a leadoff single.
Up to bat, number 15, Morgan Chandler.
So Morgan Chandler will step in with a runner at first. And no outs here in the bottom of the second. Chandler, the center fielder. That one skips in there for ball one. Sidney Hennings on deck for the Burros. One-0 is in the dirt. Make it 2-0. If you're HCV, really all you can just do right now is, hey, just try to get on base any way you can. Just try to keep it moving. Still plenty of softball to play. As that one loops in there for strike one. 2 balls and a strike as Emily Anderson back for her second inning of work. That one is up high. Past the head of Paycheck, and Adelstead will advance to second. So 3 balls and a strike. And up high for ball 4. So Chandler works the walk.
Up next, number 18, Sidney Hennings.
So runners at first and second for the 8-hitter, the left fielder, Sidney Hennings. First pitch from Anderson. Grounder foul down the third base line for strike one. In HCV Borough Boys Baseball up in Grafton here this afternoon. They have their home opener Saturday afternoon. We'll have that for you, yourliveevent.com. At about 12:30. Oh, 1 delivery. Little grounder right to Slinger at third. She'll go to Nelson. Good job there as Slinger came in. Nelson moving over from short. Covers the bag. And they get the force out at third. So Hennings will reach on the fielder's choice. Ours will stay at first and second. As the number 9 hitter, right fielder Rachel Barnett will step in for the Burros. So 1 out. You're in the bottom of the second. First one's a called strike. Barnett, the right fielder, the number 9 hitter. So on deck, back to the top of the order with Gracie Gardner. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Paycheck, good job to get out of the crouch and catch it. Keeps the runners at bay. It's a ball and a strike. One and one. Up high to make it 2-1. Burros trail by 10. Here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 from Anderson is up high for ball 3, so a full count, or excuse me, a 3-1 count. Dave Barnett has the green light here. 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Gets by Paycheck off of the tip over glove, so runners will advance 60 feet. So now a couple runners in scoring position as Chandler to third. Hennings to second. Full count. Pitch on its way, line, but foul down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again. Barnett can get a hit here somehow. Drive in a couple runs. Hey, you never know. Still early. So we play here in Hillsboro. A little windy, a little cold, a little damp, but hey, we'll play through it. Three-two from Anderson is low for ball 4. That'll load him up. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Bases loaded.
Up to bat, number 10, Gracie Gardner.
For the shortstop, Gracie Gardner. Bottom of the second, one out. A 10-run lead for Northern Cass. In the dirt, Paycheck able to get a piece of it, keeps it somewhat in front of her, and runners stay put. Gardner 0 for 1, led off the first inning with a strikeout. One 0 pitch. Outside. Make it 2-1. 2-0. Jillian Hurt on deck for the Burros. Anderson sets and delivers that one outside. 3-0. Nowhere to put Gardner with the bases loaded. See what Gardner, her approach at the plate is at 3-0 count. She was swinging, and it's strike one. 3-1. Anderson will get a new softball. To the Burrow shortstop. Anderson sets, fires. That one skips towards her, and it's ball 4. So an RBI walk for Gardner, and
To the plate, number 12, Jillian Hurt.
Girls get their second run of the inning. As we'll get a mound visit here with one out in the second. Bases still loaded for the Burros as Chandler came in to score. Hennings now at third. Barnett over to second with Gardner occupying first base for Jillian Hurt. So only one out. Anderson sets that one right back up the middle as that'll score one run. Hennings in, Barnett being waved across. There won't be a play at the plate. It's a 2-run single for Jillian Hurt. Hennings scores, Barnett does as well. Chandler to third. And it's now 11-4.
Number 5, Noella Kritzberger.
As Noella Kritzberger will step in. So third run of the inning. On the second hit of the inning. Runners at the corners with one away for Noella Kritzberger. And a called strike, 0-1. Kritzberger walked her first plate appearance, came around to score on the Ellie Weiss RBI double. 0-1 way high. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Vice on deck for HCV. Kritzberger, the 7th Borough to bat. Outside, 2-0. 2-1, excuse me. So the Burrows trail by 7. 2-1. Swung on and missed. That one gets by Paycheck. That will allow Hurt to go to second. Garner stays put. It's now 2-2. As Anderson, the 2-2 delivery. As that one lined, but right to Nelson, and it'll be a double play. Kritzberger lined one, but unfortunately right to Morgan Nelson, who caught it and fired back to Slinger, got Gardner out, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors, they left 1 on base. 2 complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Northern Cass 11, HCV 4, yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
So Megan Ensign will pitch for HCV. Noella Kritzberger will take over at short. So Gardner then will check out. So Ensign for the pitcher over to short, and Gardner's now gone here. Start inning number 3. We play top of the 3rd. As Shelby Bring for Northern Cass. So Bring 1 for 2. Tripled in the first, struck out in the second. As that one hit her. So hit by pitch. 3rd Jaguar to be hit. And so Cassie Paycheck will step in with no outs and a runner at first. Northern Cass leads by 7. They scored 5 in the first and 6 in the second. As hitter again. So back-to-back HBP. Runners at first and second for Morgan Nelson. As Coach Corey Erickson to the mound. as everyone will stay put. So first and second. Ring at first, paycheck. Ring at second, paycheck at first for Morgan Nelson. The shortstop, 1 for 1, has reached base both times, has scored twice, hit by a pitch in the first, doubled in the second. Inside sets and delivers. Rounder right to Kritzberger. That one off her foot, and everyone is safe. So he's 6. We'll load up the bases.
Up next, number 4, Emily Anderson.
So paycheck to third, Nelson to second. Anderson bring to third. Paycheck to second, Nelson to first, and Emily Anderson will step in. Bases loaded, no outs. First pitch, swinging way out in front for strike 1. Anderson has walked both times, scored 2 runs. A 1 from Ensign is low for a ball. 1-1. Bases loaded, Emily Anderson with Breyer on deck. 1-1 pitch inside, make it 2-1. And so glad you could join us here, yourliveevent.com, as we kick off our spring sports season. 2-1, as they'll say that hitter, I believe. And so, ring will come in. It's an RBI HBP.
Up to bat, number 8, Annika Breyer.
So everyone will move 60 feet. Breyer will step in. So Bring scores. Paycheck to third. Nelson to second. Anderson will now occupy first. First pitch to Breyer, a ball, 1-0. Ensign struggling so far. Has yet to record an out. In the dirt, 2-0. Breyer 0 of 2, reached on an error in the first, came around to score, and grounded out in the second. 2-0 inside, make it 3-0. Infield in for the Burros. As Northern Cass now leads 12-4. Called strike, 3-1. Ensign sets. 3-1 is in the dirt. Ball 4. As it's an RBI walk. So paycheck comes in from third. Nelson will go to third. Anderson now to second. Breyer will take first. And Elise Sand will step in for Northern Cass. It's now 13-4. First pitch swinging. Popped up in the infield. Infield fly rule will be called as the runner will come in and she'll be called out. So it's an infield fly was called. Runners at their own risk. And so Nelson will be out.
Up to bat, number 15, Addie Rust.
So 13-4. So they'll send her back to third. So bases will remain loaded. A called strike. That one gets by Vice. And now coming in to score is Nelson. So that'll make it 14-4. So Nelson, they send her back to third. And it comes in to score on the wild pitch. Anderson to third. Breyer to second. First base is now empty. 2-1. A pitch up high. So Sand, 0-for-1. Struck out in the first. Hit by a pitch in the second. Came around to score. 2-1 grounder. Hattelstead at third. She'll go to home for the force out. And so, however, it's not a force out as the bases weren't loaded, so it'll be another run for Northern Cass.
Up next, number 19, Grace Weibel.
Just not knowing the situation there as Anderson comes in to score. Breyer to third, and Sand will take over first. It's a little bit of a mental error there for HCV. 15-4, 1 out, 0-1 to Addie Rust. Up high, 1-1. Rust 2 for 2 had an RBI double in the first, singled in the second, came around to score in the second. 1-1, outside, 2-1. So the fourth run of the inning. Runners at the corners for the left fielder. 3 balls and a strike. Grace Weibel on deck for Northern Cass. 3-run on its way. Popped up in the infield and making the catch is Hurt for out number 2. So one away. The Grace Weibel will step in.
Number 25, Abby Richmond.
First pitch is foul for strike 1. Excuse me, it's Abby Richmond at the plate. Ball on a strike, so yeah, so Sand was out on the infield fly, then Rust reached on a fielder's choice, and then Weibel just popped out, so Richmond now at the plate. 2-1. So Breyer at third and Rust at first. 2-1 on its way inside. 3-1. .point lead or 11-run lead for Northern Cass. Here in the third, 2 outs. Inside for ball 4, as they'll throw it to Egan, looking to see if they could get Breyer stepping a little too close, but able to get back, so it's a walk.
Up to bat, number 11, Shelby Bring.
So that will make the bases loaded once again, and Shelby Bring will step in. As that one lined right to Kritzberger off the heel of her glove. 1 run is in. Make that 2 runs will score. As Breyer and Russ will both come in. Richmond to third. It's a 2-run single.
Up next, number 5, Cassie Paycheck.
So Bring with her first couple of RBIs, her second hit. It's now 17-4. As Paycheck to step in, 11th Northern Cass player to bat this inning. Is that one in the dirt? 1-0. So Paycheck reach base all 3 times. Inside as make it 2-0. So Paycheck, an RBI double in the first. Walked in the second. Was hit by a pitch earlier this inning. Has come around all 3 times to score as well. Outside, make it 3-0. As Morgan Nelson on deck for the Jaguars. Three balls, no strikes to the Northern Cass catcher. Outside, and that's ball 4. So Paycheck, her second walk of the afternoon.
Up to bat, number 3, Morgan Nelson.
That'll load the bases for Morgan Nelson. Her 4th plate appearance. Second this inning. 12th batter for Northern Cass. Foul it back. 0-1. Nelson 1 for 2. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Doubled in the second. Reached on an error earlier this inning. Has come around all 3 times to score. Ensign sets the 0-1 delivery. Fouled back out of play. 0-2. So 0-2 to Morgan Nelson, the shortstop. Should she reach, Emily Anderson will step up to the plate. 0-2 on its way. Swung on a miss for strike 3. As Ensign gets her first strikeout. But the damage done is another 6 runs come in on just 1 hit. Left 2 on. As 2.5 complete, Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard, Northern Cass 17, HCV 4, yourliveevent.com.
When you're way, way out in farm country, right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd, the only bright lights beam from a combine. And they're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. And for many farmers who planted Golden Harvest corn this year, victory is about to set in. Talk to Tim Kazette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877. There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
These reminder of COVID points to share with North Dakota Smart Restart from Trail District Health Unit. Smartphone users are encouraged to download the Care19 app for Android or Apple devices. This will help increase success levels with contact tracing in North Dakota. Get answers to most COVID-related questions in North Dakota by visiting ndresponse.gov. Trail District Health Unit, Public Health, Prevent, Promote, Protect.
17-4 as we play in the third inning. As Emily Anderson back for her third inning of work. As 4-5-6, Weiss, Egan, Hattlestead due up for the Burros here in the third. Weiss, the catcher, stepping up to the plate. Her second plate appearance. Anderson sets, delivers inside for ball one. Weiss 1 for 1 at an RBI double in the first. That brought home Noella Kritzberger. One-0 delivery outside. 2-0. In Anderson in the circle, Paycheck behind the plate, Sand, Richmond, Nelson, and Slinger. Your infield right to left. As that one hits her. So Weiss, the hit by pitch. Lead off runner on for the second straight inning. As Tatiana Egan will step in. Weibel bring Rust in the outfield for Northern Cass, right to left. (17-4) Northern Cass leads here in the bottom of the third. As foul tipped by Egan for strike one. 0 of 1 here this afternoon. And also going on yourliveevent.com. Over in Hope, it is Cheyenne New Rockford taking on Finley Sharon Hope Page. As fouled back into the netting for strike two. As Cheyenne New Rockford a 5-2 lead in the top of the fourth. So opportunity for the Burros once again. Or at least just get some momentum here on this Thursday as you get ready towards a busy week. Here's hoping get some games in next week as well. As that one is fouled, a little dribbler down the third base line for strike one. So 0-1. Adelstead singled in the first, was eventually thrown out along the base pass. Up high, 1-1. Morgan Chandler on deck for HCV. Anderson sets, delivers the 1-1, and that hit her. Third straight, loads up the bases.
Up next, number 15, Morgan Chandler.
So Morgan Chandler will step to the plate. As Coach Bush will just bring Anderson a towel. Try to get her to regroup a little bit here. 3 straight hit by pitches as we'll check out the mound. Or excuse me, the circle. So a little break here in the action. We'll take one as well. YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Looks like they're calling players off of the field. You can see the mound or the circle. That's necessarily in the best shape. And so it looks like we'll put a little bit of gravel, sand, some kitty litter in there to try to dry out the mound a little bit. So a little bit of mound repair work looks like we'll get here in this bottom half of the third. It's a 17-4 Northern Cass lead on the Golden Harvest Timkazet Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll take a break. Be back when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
You know that every time you read that bedtime story, you pop a bowl of popcorn, or you settle into the sofa to watch a movie, the city of Hillsboro is hard at work behind the scenes to power the moments that matter. You could say, we warm up your downtime. At the city of Hillsboro, we power businesses too, keeping the lights on and providing the reliability our community needs to thrive. We're here for you with safe, affordable power. We power on.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
You can see the grounds crew here at the Olson Softball Complex hard at work, and my grounds crew, Coach Kerry Erickson for the Bros, assistant coach Cale Mathis, and then Northern Cass coach Luke Bush, the grounds crew here this afternoon as we now approach the early evening here from Hillsboro, as it's trying to get some get the home plate area, get the mound to dry up a little bit, putting some extra dirt in there as we'll get you a game reset here. 17-4. Northern Cass with the lead. They came out, scored 5 times in the first inning. HCV able to get one across in the bottom half of the first, but Northern Cass extends the lead with a 6-run second inning to make it 11-1. Burrows scored 3 times in the bottom of the second to make it 11-4. But then 6 more runs for Northern Cass. Gives them a 17-4 lead. As we now bat in the bottom half of the third. Bases are loaded for the Burros. Ellie Weiss at third. Tatiana Egan at second. Darcy Hattelstad's at first, as Morgan Chandler will be the batter for Hillsboro Central Valley as we play in the bottom half of inning number 3. So Burrows a chance to maybe do some damage, trying to maybe get back in it here as the precipitation begins or continues. It's not much, but it's just been a light steady really since about a half hour, about 3:30, maybe 3:15 or so. When the rain kind of started, you can see down the first base line some Burrow fans with the umbrellas Some also staying warm on the little picnic area as well. So bottom of the third as field repairs still underway. We'll take another break, come back here on yourliveevent.com. 17-4, Northern Cass with the lead. On the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an ancient pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
So it looks like we're good to go here. So Northern Cass returning to their defensive positions. Runners returning to their positions as well. As Morgan Chandler to step back in. So Peyton Quam, the courtesy runner at third. Egan at second. And Hadelstad at first. For Morgan Chandler. As Emily Anderson just testing out that new mound area. A 13-run lead for the Jaguars here in the bottom half of the third. As Northern Cass looking to pick up their first victory of the season. As looks like good to go.
Up to bat, number 15, Morgan Chandler.
So Morgan Chandler will bat for HCV. Bottom of the third, no outs, bases loaded. First pitch to Chandler is in the dirt for ball one. So Chandler, first plate appearance in the second, walked, eventually came around to score. One 1-0 pitch outside, make it 2-0. Anderson, the 2-0 delivery. Got a piece of it, did Chandler. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Sydney Hennings on deck for the Burros. Called strike, makes it 2-2. Two from Anderson on its way. Popped up in the infield. And that one off the glove. And eventually Paycheck will just tag Peyton Quam, the courtesy runner. So Quam out at first. Chandler will reach on a fielder's choice. Or Quam out at home, excuse me. So the bases will remain loaded as Sydney Hennings will step up to the plate. First pitch from Anderson, swung on and missed for strike one. Hennings reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Came around to score. So 0-1 to the Borough left fielder. Outside. A ball and a strike. Rachel Barnett on deck for the Burros. 1-1 line towards left. Rust juggled it, made the catch for out number 2. But Egan will tag in for the run, so it's an RBI. Sacrifice fly. That'll make it 17-5.
Number 20, Rachel Barnett.
So Hennings will get her first RBI. It's out number 2, and Barnett will step in. In the dirt. So Adelstead will stay at second. Chandler at first. For the Borough right fielder. First plate appearance walked and came around to score. One-0. Pitch on its way. High for ball 2. Fly towards shallow center. Bring coming on and made the catch. So Bring a nice job. Wind swirling a little bit, raining, but makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 complete. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Northern Cast 17, HCV 5 as 1 run on no hits. No errors. Left 2 on base. Top of the 4th when we return. Your liveevent.com.
Hillsboro and the surrounding communities, Goose River Heating and Cooling. Call Corey today and visit about installing a new Ruud air conditioner. When the temperature rises, stay cool with a Ruud system installed by the professionals at Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro. Call Corey today, 701-430-1990, and stay cool with the help of a Ruud air conditioning system from Goose River Heating and Cooling, serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities.
So we head to the top of the 4th to get you our mid-game update brought to you by Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. We mentioned Northern Casts 5 runs in the first, 6 in the second, as well as 6 more in the third. Hillsboro Central Valley 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third to make up 5. So 17-5. As Megan Ensign in for her second inning of work. That's your mid-game recap from Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Auto, farm, home, or business, give them a call, 701-436-5777. As Emily Anderson to lead it off in the 4th. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 5, 6, 7 do up Anderson, Breyer, and Sand. As Anderson has reached base all 3 times. Yet to record a plate appearance. Walked in the first and the second. Was hit by a pitch in the third. That was an RBI hit by pitch. Has scored all 3 times. Up high. 2-1. Annika Breyer on deck. 2-1. in the dirt to make it 3-1. Now outs top of 4. Northern Cass a 17-5 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Sign sets the 3-1. Fouled back out of play, makes the count full at 3-2. Full count. Emily Anderson. And fouled off of the road dugout. Count will stay full. Ensign sets. And the 3-2. Outside. It's the third walk of the game for Anderson.
Up next, number 8, Annika Breyer.
As, once again, the leadoff batter is on. Third straight inning. As Annika Breyer, the designated player, will step in. No outs, runner at first, Ensign the delivery. A called strike. 0-1. Breyer officially 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the fourth. Grounded out in the first. Reached on an error in the first. Grounded out in the second. An RBI walk in the third. Has scored twice. Swung on a miss, but that one gets through the catcher Weiss, and Anderson will go to second. So it is strike 2, 0-2. But now a runner in scoring position for Northern Cass. An Ensign in the circle. Weiss behind home plate. And a called strike 3 for out number 1. As Elise Sand will step in, the first baseman for Northern Cass. First pitch is up high. Hurd at first, Egan at second, Kritzberger at short, and Halstead at third. Outfield is Barnett, Chandler, and Hennings, right to left. 1-0 pitch, up high off the glove of Weiss and to the backstop. Anderson will go to third. So count is 2-0. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Two on its way inside. As actually they'll say that just got a piece of her. And so that is the fourth batter that Ensign has hit. Runners will be at the corners for Addie Rust. Top of the fourth, 1 out, 17-5, the lead for Northern Cass. As umpire, I'll just try to kick some of the dirt away off of home plate. First pitch swung on a miss for strike 1. Russ 2 for 3. Doubled in the first, singled in the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, has scored twice. 0-1 delivery. Inside, even it up, a ball and a strike. Weibel on deck for Northern Cass. One on its way. And that one hit her. So back-to-back hit batters. That'll load up the bases. Sand will go to second. Rust will go to first. Anderson will stay at third.
Up next, number 19, Gracie Weevil.
As right fielder Weibel will step in. Up high for ball one. 1 for 3, singled in the second. An RBI single was thrown out at home. Up high, make it 2-0. So 2-0 the count. Outside, inside, now a 3-0 count. No place to put her. Back to the top of the order with Richmond on deck. (3-1). That one outside was ball four anyway, so each runner will advance. So Anderson will score. Sand to third. Rust to second.
Number 25, Abby Richmond.
As Weibel the RBI walk. Back to the top of the order with Abby Richmond. Up high for ball one. So now 18-5, the advantage for Northern Cass. Side sets, 1-0 pitch. Right back to Ensign, gets by her, and no play. Everyone's safe. Has an infield single. Just a little floater. Ensign, really no time to react. Out through her legs, and
Number 11, Shelby Breen.
nowhere to go. So Sand scores. Rust to third, Weibel to second. Richmond now at first as Shelby Bring will step in. 19-5 the lead for Northern Cass. Inside for ball one. Ring 2 for 3. Doubled in the first. Hit by a pitch in the third, her first time up. Fouled out of play. Then had a 2-run single later on in the third. She scored twice. So ball and a strike. Cassie Paycheck on deck for Northern Cass. Called strike, 1-2. Aces still loaded with one away. 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's out number 2.
Up to bat, number 5, Cassie Paycheck.
And this Paycheck will step in for her 4th plate appearance. First pitch, a called strike. 0-1. Nelson on deck for the Jaguars. 0-1. Rounder up the middle, through the legs of Kritzberger. 1 run will score. Waving in Weibel as well, and 2 runs will come across. So an E6 will bring home Rust and Weibel. Richmond to second. Paycheck at first, and Morgan Nelson will step in. It's now 21-5. So Nelson, the 9th batter. As the first pitch inside for ball 1. So 4th run of the inning. Two outs. Inside, gets by Weiss, and both runners will advance 60 feet. Richmond to third. Paycheck to first. (2-0). A called strike, 2-1. Should Nelson reach, be back to Anderson. (2-1) inside. That one got by Ensign, but able to back it up is Egan. Runners will stay put. Three balls and a strike. First base is open. Called strike 2. Gave the strike 3 call, then corrected himself. So it's now full count at 3-2. (3-2) fouled. Off of the Borough dugout. Count will stay full. Get a new baseball to Ensign. Nelson has reached base 3 out of the 4 times. Doubled in the second, has scored 3 times. Inside for ball 4. So that'll load the bases up once again.
Up to bat, number 4, Emily Anderson.
And back to Emily Anderson once again. Third straight inning that double-digit batters have come to the plate for Northern Cass. First pitch swinging, fouled back, out of play. For strike 1. Anderson has reached base all 4 plate appearances, or all 4 times. Officially no plate appearances, has walked 3 times, was also hit by a pitch, has come across to score 4 times. But now in an a 1-2, 1-1 hole is that one up high for a ball, so evens it up 1-1. Low in the dirt. Good block there by Weiss. Runners will stay put. Anderson, the pitcher, as well. 2-1. Up high. 3-1. No place to put Anderson. Breyer on deck should Anderson reach. (3-1) pitch. And it's ball 4. So 4th walk. That'll bring Richmond in. Paycheck to third. And Nelson to second.
Up to bat, number 8, Annika Breyer.
Thonica Breyer will step to the plate. She struck out earlier this inning. 0 for 3, reached on a walk with a couple runs scored. I have a courtesy runner for Northern Cass. Here in announced numbers, but courtesy runner in for Anderson. Is up high. Bases loaded. Annika Breyer, designated player. Inside for a ball. That'll make it 3-0. As Sand on deck, should Breyer reach. 3-0 in the dirt for ball 4. So the RBI walk for Breyer. Brings home Paycheck. Nelson to third, Anderson to second. Breyer occupies first as Elise Sand will step in for Northern Cass. 23-5. Here in the top of the 4th. Pitch is low for ball 1. Sand has been hit by a pitch twice. He's come around both times to score. Up high. 2-0. Rust on deck for Northern Cass. They lead by 18. Called strike, 2-1. Ensign sets. 2-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. Evens it up 2-2. Got a piece of it. Able to stay alive. Swung on and missed, and that is strike 3, and that will end the inning. But Northern Cass here in the top of the 4th, able to get 6 runs across on just 1 hit, 1 error. They left 3 on base. To move to the bottom of the 4th, Golden Harvest Tim Kazet Seed Sales scoreboard. Northern Cass 23, HCV 5, yourliveevent.com.
This is Sydney Brecken, student athlete at Hillsboro High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage your reputation, and damage your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success.
This is Sam Preston, student athlete at Hillsboro High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message is brought to you by Hillsboro School District.
At Hillsboro Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bottom of the 4th, a 23-5 lead for Northern Cass here. Bottom of the 4th as Top of the order due up for HCV as it'd be Ensign, Hurt, and Kritzberger. So bottom of the fourth. Looks like Earl's just going to try to empty their bench a little bit. Pinch hitter.
Up to bat, number 16, Sarah Steen.
And Sarah Steen will bat in the bottom of the fourth. So the top of the order, 1, 2, 3, in the positions as Steen will take ball one. Anderson in for her fourth inning of work, has given up 5 runs, all of them earned, on 4 hits. Outside 2-0. Anderson on the circle will get a paycheck behind home plate. Sand, Richmond, Nelson, Slinger. The infield right to left. Weibel bring in Russ, the outfield right to left. 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. On its way. High for ball 3. Scheduled due up is Jillian Hurt, the number 2 hitter. The 3-1 pitch. And that's ball 4. So Steen draws the walk. As Jillian Hurt will step in. Two for 2 so far tonight. Called strike, 0-1. Hurt doubled in the first, then had a 2-run single in the second. Oh-1. Fly towards shallow center. Bring coming in. She'll let it drop. That one takes a bounce away from her as they're going to send Steen. And no play at the plate. So an RBI double. As that one just took a crazy hop right in front of Bring, the center fielder. Steen came in all the way around to score. And it's 23-6.
Up to bat, number 5, Noella Kritzberger.
As Noella Kritzberger will step in. Up high for ball 1. So no outs, runner at second. Kritzberger started out as the pitcher. Now is at short. Up high for ball 2. Kritzberger walked in the first, came around to score, then lined out to end the second. Three and 0 with Ellie Weiss on deck. That one
skips by, and it's ball 4. Hurt will steal second, or third, excuse me. So runners at the corners. Still no outs. As Ellie Weiss will step in. So no outs, runners at the corners. Ellie Weiss, her third plate appearance. First pitch is up high for ball 1. Nice 1 for 1, an RBI double in the first, then was hit by a pitch in the third. As Emily Anderson in the circle. Sets, and the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, and then took about 2-3 hops, and then finally got Weiss in the ankle. So the bases are loaded. Hurt at third, Kritzberger at second, Weiss at first for Tatiana Egan. As once again, Quam will be the courtesy runner for Weiss. As Coach Bush just giving Anderson a towel once again. We again struggling with the grip here as the rain continues to fall here at the Olson Softball Complex. First pitch to Egan is outside for ball 1. So bases loaded. Once again, Hurt at third, Kritzberger at second. And Quam for Weiss at first as a grounder right back to the pitcher. We'll get the force out at home, but then out of the glove of Sand. And so Paycheck and E2 will allow the runner to score. So Hurt is out at home on the force. Egan will reach on the E2. Kritzberger came all the way around to score. And then Quam is at third. So it's 23-7. As runners at the corners, as Kersey House that first pitch swinging. Popped it up. That one will fall. And Quam will score. As Adelstead the RBI single. Quam running for Weiss. Scores. Egan will go to second. Adelstead at first. First and second. 23-8. Your score with Morgan Chandler to step in. Chandler 0 for 1, walked in the second. Came around to score, then reached on a fielder's choice in the third. First pitch in the dirt. 1-0. One away as Sydney Henning's on deck for the Burros. (1-0) in the dirt, 2-0. As Anderson will get a new baseball. Called strike, 2-1. Even 2-2. As Get a new softball for Anderson. See the infield almost just becoming around the pitcher's mound, just behind home plate, a little bit of a mud pit. 2-2, one away for Morgan Chandler. Right back up the middle to Anderson. Play is the first, but that one over the head of Sand, and everyone is safe. The Chandler will reach on the E1, and the bases are loaded. Egan to third, Hattelstead to second. Sidney Owens will step in with the bases loaded. Sidney Hennings at the plate. 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. An RBI sac fly in the third. First pitch of ball, 1-0. Still one away. Bases loaded, so force out at any base. 1-0. Up high, gets by Paycheck. Runners will stay put. Rachel Barnett on deck for HCV. 2-0 delivery. In the dirt, make it 3-0. Nowhere to put Hennings. The 3-0 pitch. And it's ball 4. It's an RBI walk. Fourth run this inning. It's now 23-9. So Barnett will step in for HCV. Base is still loaded. As Egan scores, Hattelstead to third, Chandler to second. Hennings will occupy first as we'll get a called strike. Oh, 1 delivery. Is low for ball 1. Evens it up. Ball and a strike. And Steen on deck for HCV. Barnett, ninth Borough batter this inning. First time the Burros have sent all 9 to the plate in an inning. Two balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, evens it up 2-2. Barnett 0 for 1, walked in the second and scored, then flew out to end the third. Popped up. The infield, and Richmond will make the catch. As then they cut Hennings off the bag, and so they'll get the force out, so it's a double play, and that'll end the bottom of the fourth. And that'll do it. So a double play will end the game as your final on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Northern Cass 23, HCV 9. Our post-game report when we continue. YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Hillsboro Body Shop, Ben and Tyrell are ready to repair your windshield. No need to wait to get that pesky chip fixed. And if you need glass replacement, Hillsboro Body Shop is the place to get it done and get it done right. Call Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop today, 701-636-4981. No matter the auto body fix, cars, pickups, semis, and more. For trusted full-service body work on your vehicle and same-day glass repair, give Ben and Tyrell a call at Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devil's Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
JT's Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT's Station in Fertile.
New Toro mowers are available at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada. They have in stock and ready to cut grass this spring Toro mowers. 13-foot, also 22-inch push mowers to the 60-inch Titan MyRide. Spring Toro mower specials now at Norman County Implement. Toro lawnmowers on sale and ready to cut grass. Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada. Your Toro dealer thanks you for your business. Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
So 23-9, Hillsboro Central Valley falls to Northern Cass as the Jaguars improve to 1-1. HCV falls to 0-2. Northern Cass, a big first inning. They scored 5 in inning number 1. Burroughs answered back with 1. And 6 in the second for Northern Cass. That made it 11-1. The Burros tack on 3 to make it 11-4 after 2. Another 6 runs to make it 17-4 after 2.5. In the bottom of the third, HCV able to get 1 run across. That made it 17-5 going into the fourth. And 6 more runs for Northern Cass in the top half of the inning number 4. And then HCV batted around a little bit, got all 9 to the plate in the 4th inning. Able to get 4 across. And that's how you get to your final score of 23-9. Your final on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Take a break, get you some of our post-game awards when we continue. YourLiveEvent.com.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more. Now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
The Vets Club in Hillsboro is your place to go after a long, hard day's work or after the game to meet up with your friends. You're welcome anytime at the Hillsboro Vets Club. They're the place where family, friends, and neighbors meet. Check out their daily specials from 4 to 6 p.m. or their Saturday night appetizer menu from 4:30 to 7. And you can stay and play all night long. The Hillsboro Vets Club is proud to support Hillsboro Central Valley Borough activities. VFW Post 4172 and the Lynn Smearing American Legion Post 4 welcome you to the Hillsboro Vets Club.
Many happy people that are mowing grass with their new Cub Cadet lawnmower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Yes, everyone is so happy as the lawns are pristine looking, beautiful grass, precision-like cutting with the Wright Cub Cadet mower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Talk to Darren or Mike. They also have some used mowers on hand. They have tillers and all of the lawn and garden machines at Wright Cub Cadet Hillsboro. Stop by and see them today.
The Erickson Agency is your professional independent insurance agency in Hillsboro. We take the time to listen to you, analyze your needs, and match you up with the best plans offered by a number of leading insurance companies. Whether you need auto, homeowners, life, health, long-term care, business, or farm insurance, stop in and visit with Lee Erickson at the Erickson Agency, 502 West Caledonia Avenue, 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency of Hillsboro, your insurance headquarters.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, as we'll get you some of our post-game awards here on Your Live Event, as we'll start with our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. For Northern Cass, we'll give that to Abby Richmond, 2 of 3 here this afternoon into this evening. Had a triple in the second, also an RBI single in the fourth. Also reached on a walk. Came around twice to score. Also had an RBI there for the leadoff hitter for Northern Cass. For Hillsboro Central Valley, Jillian Hurt was 3 for 3 here this evening. 2 doubles and a single. Also had a 2 RBIs with that 2-run single in the second. So those are your Enbridge Energy Players of the Game, Enbridge Line 3 Replacement Project. Learn more online at enbridge.com/line3.us. RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, as we'll give that to double duty for the pitcher, Emily Anderson. She got the victory as she went 4 innings pitched. Gave up 9 runs. 7 of them were earned. Also walked 7. Not the easiest conditions to pitch out here this evening, but also at the plate. Came to the plate 5 times, was walked 4 times, was also hit by a pitch. She scored 4 times and had 2 RBIs as well. So, hey, for Emily Anderson, if not over the plate, hey, no shame in taking the 4 balls and going on your way to first. So, Emily Anderson, your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, online at planterdoc.com. Take a break. Be back with more. YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. We'll get you our final stats here in just a second as we finish tabulating them up here on your live event from the Olson Softball Complex. All right, here. Okay, so we'll start with Northern Cass. 23 runs for them here this evening. Abby Richmond, 2 of 3, had 2 runs scored and an RBI. Shelby Ring was 2 for 4, 2 RBIs with 2 runs scored, including for Bring a triple there in the first inning. Cassie Paycheck was 1 for 2, had a double, was also hit by a pitch, had an RBI, and came around to score 4 times. Morgan Nelson was 1 for 3, a double, also a hit by a pitch and a walk. Scored 3 times. Emily Anderson came up to the plate 5 times, 4 walks. Was also hit by a pitch, scored 4 times, and had 2 RBIs. For Annika Breyer, 0 for 3 officially. A walk, or reached on an error. 2 walks, also reached on an error. Scored twice, had 2 RBIs. For Elise Sand, 0 for 3 as well. Was hit by a pitch twice, scored twice. Addie Rust was 2 for 3, an RBI. 4 runs scored as well. And then Grace Weibel, 1 for 3. Single and a walk. A run scored, and 2 RBIs. In the circle, Emily Anderson went all 4 innings, gave up 9 runs. 7 of them were earned. On 7 walks, struck out 2, and gave up Gave up 6 hits. Struck out 2. For the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley, Gracie Gardner was 0 of 1 with a walk and an RBI. Then Sarah Steen walked in the 4th, came around to score. Jillian Hurt, 3 of 3, 2 RBIs, for Jillian Hurt. Noella Kritzberger, 0 for 1, a double, and then 2 runs scored. Ellie Weiss, 1 for 1, an RBI double, also hit by a pitch and a walk. She raced baits 3 times, also had an also had a run scored. Tatiana Egan, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch, also reached on an air, scored twice. R.C. Hattelstad, 2 for 2, an RBI single in the 4th, as well as was hit by a pitch. Morgan Chandler, 0 for 2, reached on a walk, came around to score in the 2nd. Cindy Hennings, 0 of 1, a walk. A run scored and had an RBI sac fly. So 2 RBIs, for Sydney Hennings. So 0 for 1, a walk, 2 RBI. And Rachel Barnett, 0 for 1, reached on a walk in the 2nd, a run scored. In the circle, Noella Kritzberger, 2 innings pitched, gave up 11 runs. 9 of them were earned. Gave up 6 hits. Struck out 4, walked 3, and hit 2. And Megan Ensign, 2 innings pitched, gave up 12 runs. 6 of them were earned. And she hit 5 batters, as well as walked 3, and she gave up 2 hits. Those are your final stats here, yourliveevent.com. We'll take one more break, wrap it up from the Olsen Softball Complex when we return, yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777. or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Bloomfield Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tech's utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
So 23-9 our final here in 4 innings as Northern Cass improves to 1-1. Hillsboro Central Valley falls to 0-2 as we'll get Corey Erickson here in just a moment here as some reaction from him following the contest here this afternoon into this evening. Hillsboro Central Valley, a busy week coming up next week as well. Hopefully a busy week for the Borough softball team as Monday they travel to Grand Forks to take on Central. And Tuesday they travel to Castleton to take on Central Cass. And then Thursday, back here at home at the Olson Softball Complex against Enderlin at Maple Valley. We'll have those for you on Tuesday and Thursday. As we'll bring in head coach Corey Erickson. And Corey, a little wet, a little windy, a little cold. Not the best game for softball, but hey, able to get it in here this afternoon.
Well, at least the girls will have a story to tell their kids someday. It's wet, sloppy. This is probably the worst conditions we've ever tried to play a game in, and not ideal. I mean, you look at the score. It's not what we wanted, but talk to the girls. I'm like, it's tough to read anything into a game like this where it's just the conditions are bad. But I told them, this prevents us from having to play a doubleheader later on in the season. The weather's not looking great for next week. So I want to get some game experience in here today and, have something to build towards and hopefully light a fire under the girls here heading into our next games, whenever they may be.
Yeah, just talk about that, how important it is. You mentioned kind of the uncertainty of getting a game in here today. And like you mentioned a little bit later on this season, don't have to worry about that the potential of what may have been a doubleheader.
Right. We need to develop pitchers right now. Noella's a great pitcher. Struggled a little bit today. Both pitchers struggled to throw strikes there, especially later on. But we need Megan to step up and get some more experience today too. And it's tough you can't really simulate game experience without playing a game. And in these conditions, they're going to be about as bad as it's ever going to be. So, if you can pitch and hold your own when it's as bad as it's going to be, that means good things heading in when the weather finally turns out to be more like spring-like weather.
Yeah, with that, I think kind of mentioned it, but, really, is there anything that you can take today about this game other than the fact that I guess you played?
Yeah. One thing is in the game on Tuesday when we played Hankinson and in better conditions than it was today, we didn't have nearly as much energy towards the end of that game as we did today. The girls were still up and cheering, being loud in the dugout. Really happy to see that. We put together really good at-bats. And the biggest thing is that the girls didn't quit on themselves. They didn't necessarily get into their heads as much as they did on Tuesday, so I was happy about that. But like I said, it's a game. These early games, I knew I was coming into this with the season. Need to get girls experience, girls out into the field right away, get them learning things as fast as possible. And my goal isn't to win the first game or two of the season; it's to win the last games of the season. So, we're still building there. I have a really good feeling about this team going forward. I think we're going to get there. Just some growing pains, and the girls know that.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that with the fact that, some youth, maybe some inexperience as well, and kind of what you've seen from them, the first couple weeks of practice and now the first week of games as well.
Sure. At practice, things look good. Knew they had some spots that we needed to cinch up around the field. We're still kind of, figuring some things out around the field. Still missing one of our players, probably one of our starters. She should be back here in the next week or two. So it's one of those things where, you can only tell so much from practices. You need to get in games and see what they're made out of, see how they're going to react under pressure. I've seen some good things. I've seen some things that we know we need to improve on, and the girls know that. And again, it's as much fun as it isn't to play in a game like it is like it was today. You need to go through some of those tough steps to become the team that I know we can be.
Yeah, for sure. As you move on here next week, we hope it's a busy week. 3 games starting it off up in Grand Forks against Central, then a couple of East Region matchups as well.
Yeah, the weather's not looking great, unfortunately. They're talking 41 on Monday, 42 on Tuesday, and kind of cold and windy. So that was another reason I didn't want to go almost a week and a half without playing a game. We got a lot of big games coming up here that we know we need to play better for. So it takes some time, takes some more practice, but I believe in these kids. I've seen a lot of good things for them, lots of character. So I think things will be fine going forward.
Hillsboro Central Valley Borough softball coach Corey Erickson joining us here on our post-game show. Corey, thanks for the time, and hope we get to see you a couple of times next week.
I appreciate it, Brady. Thank you.
All right, Corey Erickson joining us here. We'll take one final break and wrap it up from the Olson Softball Complex, yourliveevent.com.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Wrapping it up here from the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro, a 23-9 Northern Cass victory against Hillsboro Central Valley. And thanks so much for tuning in as we begin our spring season on yourliveevent.com. Reminder, visit our website. Give us a follow on Twitter at yourliveevent1 as daily schedule updates. Where will be a number of games from schools up and down the Red River Valley on both sides of the border as well. Again, our next Borough broadcast is on Saturday afternoon as the baseball team will have their home opener. Saturday afternoon, get underway about 12:30 for our pregame show. And hopefully a couple games next week as well for the Borough softball team. RJBroadcasting.com. Sports scores and schedules page for all of our upcoming games as well. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Brady Siebels repeating your final score. Northern Cass 23, Hillsboro Central Valley 9. We thank you for tuning in to yourliveevent.com and hope you have a great rest of your evening.